thought, this is the end. This is the end of the dream. Hi, here's the next part of my Saga. So if you haven't seen the other parts to it, you can look around on my channel and look for the Saga. But okay, so I set the goal, I bought the it was shipped here. We actually started taking it apart because I am determined to get that thing installed. And then this wonderful thing happened where just out of an interesting set of circumstances, I actually found someone in the United States who has experience installing these Agas. And I've talked to, I don't even know how many people all over the US and Canada trying to find some help getting this installed. And what's unusual about mine is that it's an older Aga before they kind of changed how they did things, and I wanted that older version, and that's exactly what I got. But the problem is a lot of the guys who do the installations now have never installed the older ones. They only know the newer electric ones. So I called all over the place. Finally, through another Aga owner, I found Dan the Aga Man, and he knows all about Agas, has been doing this for 40 years. And so I talked with him, and we were discussing the cost to have this done. And so what happened, what I want to talk to you about today is abundance versus scarcity mindset, because what we think affects what happens. And so I talked to him, and I was getting really excited because he said he would come from several states away to help get this installed. And when I found out the cost, I was stunned because it's several $1,000s, and it was more than I had expected. And so I was on the phone, and when I found out, I just felt deflated because I thought, I don't know how we can afford to pay that much. It's my dream. It's not an absolute necessity. And I've had this dream for 25 years to own this Aga. And so I was very, very discouraged. Told him I'd talk to my husband, we'd figure things out, and I'd get back to him. And I hung up the phone and cried because I thought, this is the end. This is the end of the dream. And so I went into my husband's office, since he works at home, and I told him, and this was his response. You have had this dream for 25 years. He said, you know, you've had the dream for so long. We need to do this. We need to just let you have your dream. He's wonderful, by the way. And so, but I was having a hard time resolving it in my mind because I feel guilt when I do something that's kind of just for me, and I know the whole family will enjoy it, but this is my dream. So then my son, who happened to be over at the time that I had this conversation on the phone, he came in, and I was feeling so bad that I had bought the Aga, and I had that what have I done moment when I realized I had bought this Aga, spent that money, and now here we were, and I didn't realize it would end up costing us this much. And he came in and he said, Mom, you cannot be upset now for what you didn't know in the past. And it just really made me stop and think that he's right. We blame ourselves a lot for stuff we should have known but didn't, or I should have done more research. And even though I did a lot of research on this before I bought that used Aga, sometimes we don't know what questions to ask until we come to a new place, and then we're upset because we didn't know this thing. He's so right. So we can't be upset about right now what we didn't know in the past, because we're always learning and things are changing. So then my daughter came into the room where we were talking, and she said, "Mom, you're acting on a scarcity mindset. Start thinking abundance." And all these things that my children and my husband said to me started me really kind of shifting the way I was thinking. And I went from feeling very sad, very heavy, very upset, to hopeful, happy, excited, resolved. And so my husband and I figured it out. We figured out where that money would come from so we wouldn't have to actually go in debt for it. And we're going to do it. And so we sent the first check to Dan the Aga man, and in about 3 weeks, he is coming to install that Aga. And I am so excited. And the difference in feeling between, oh no, what have I done? And you know what? I'm living the dream. Huge difference. And I tell you, I would rather be hopeful and living the dream than finding the negative, being upset, looking at the bad, looking at the horrible things that could happen. It's just a better way to live, with hope and joy and excitement. So that's the next installment of the Aga Saga. So here's my big message today. Keep an abundance mindset, not a scarcity one, because abundance feels so much better and opportunities open up. So there's the next installment of my Aga Saga. See you next time.